Right guys, we are at RAF Honeybourne, which is in Honeybourne. Well, it's about 2 miles from Honeybourne. I can't remember the name of the place, Western something or other, Western Sub somewhere, and not a million miles from where I live. So the RAF base itself, obviously during the Second World War there's quite a lot of RAF bases in the Midlands. It was inland, it was central to everywhere. It took longer for the German bombers to actually get here, and we could actually intercept. So I think that's why they built them in the Midlands, really. So yeah, there was over 2,000 personnel here. Flew Wellington bombers and a few other bombers out of here as well. I can't remember the names of the bombers, but there was quite a few. And yeah, 2,000 personnel. There was about 1,700 male personnel, 350 roughly female personnel. I'm not sure if it includes civilian personnel as well, but it was a busy place. It was opened in 1940, acquisition from the farmer, and it shut around about 1947, 1948, depending what bit of YouTube, what bit of Google you look on. So yeah, let's take a look around. There's still loads of old air raid shelters there. I'm going to take you to the industrial estate later on, where you can see, well, it was the RAF Honeybourne itself, but there's quite a few old buildings there that you'll recognise. I'm ex-military myself, served with the Army, but I was attached to the RAF for 9 years. So even going around the bases I used to work at, Bryce Norton, RAF High Wycombe, Innsworth, etc., you can still see the old Second World War buildings. So anyway, let's go and get over the fence. Right, so as you walk in, this path here was actually the main one of the routes, well, one of the gates that you could get into the base. It's probably the back route in, probably, I don't know, for deliveries or even to get the personnel up the road from Honeybourne, from the base into the air raid shelters. So here, there's concrete foundation right near the gate. So I can only imagine possibly it might have been a guard room or something. Anyway, spent many hours in the guard room. Some more footings here, so there would have been a building here at some point, possibly accommodation. I mean, it looks accommodation size. There's a few things on the floor actually. I'm not sure if they might be underground bunkers, I don't know. I mean, I'm walking over mounds of stuff, so I'm not sure if that, you know, I mean, this must have been covered in buildings. You can still see the concrete. Right, so first shelter we're going to come to is this one. There's absolutely loads of them around here. It's amazing. Sheep in the fields. My gimbal's not working like it should. So here we go, first shelter. As you can see, it's fallen down a bit. I'm not gonna start moving things because obviously the farmers put this here for a reason. But you can see inside. So in here, not even any vandalism. Hello. So yeah, so you wouldn't have had bunks in there, and I would imagine you had benches because it wouldn't have been a long-term thing. You've got a. I should climb up this. So this would have been probably another access point to get out. So it would have been a ladder up here. And that's from the other end. I've seen better days, but you know, the fact that it's still intact, it's amazing. Too old to run down hills. So everywhere I step really I can just feel concrete under me. There's another building there, you can see it. That would have been another building. So there's two big buildings there. Again, they could have been accommodation. There's a lot of personnel here. I mean, even here there's more concrete. So I'm not sure if there was anything actually underground. Second air raid shelter. They did absolutely loads of air raid shelters, which you'd probably expect with the amount of military personnel that were here. I mean, I love this. I love it absolutely. I get quite emotional as well because my granddad was in the war. You know, he came back. Thankfully, he was in the Highlanders, Gordon Highlanders, D-Day landings. I'm ex-Cheshire Regiment myself, so I have that kind of bond, and I was with the RAF for a long time, attached to him. So to me, it's, you know, I'm just glad these places still exist. Wish that, there you go. Actually, that's still got the tower on. So I'll take you inside this one. I should have brought my light with me. Oh, I have got my light on me actually. Let's have a look. Okay, a bit of light on the subject. Wow, I mean, it's quite big. It's probably, I don't know, 30 foot. 1, 2, 3, probably about 10 metres, 30 foot. So yeah, so it stinks of cattle. So yeah, that's the entrance. That would have been a ladder up there. That's the second entrance, okay, because the other one was blown up, bombed, caved in. It's really dry, absolutely, it's really dry in here. It'd be great when it's by the land and you'd convert these. I don't know, live in them. There you go, amazing. It's cobwebs. Oh, look at that, that'd be a good picture. That. Right, on to the next. I did have a Land Rover go past me earlier and then came back, but I had my camera out, so I'm hoping that they realise that I'm just here to take some pictures. Okay. There's another building over there, but I can't. I'm not sure I can get to it because there is a brook that runs down there. Okay, I'll take you to another shelter. And then maybe we can walk around and have a look. I was going to get the drone up. I was going to get the drone up today and have a look, but although there's no sheep on this field, I don't really want to worry them. So I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, so third shelter. Again, they're all pretty much the same, but it's just amazing how intact they all are. Oops, a dead sheep down there. I think it's been dead a while. So again, it's just the same, really. Incredible. Wow. There's a guy in the village up the road, and apparently he's an American airman who joined the Air Force before the Americans got involved. He was an American airman, wanted to do his bit. Trying to see, there's a little shelter over there. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so there is another building here. It looks like a air raid shelter. Again, everywhere I tread, there's concrete bases, so it must have been a massive place. No, there must have been a lot going on here. Normally you get pillboxes. They're pretty much hardy things. They tend to stay where they are in the middle of fields. You'll see them all the time. But I don't think they're here. Yeah, this looks like another air raid shelter. Let's have a look anyway. Wow, I wonder if this is actually this looks like it's been used, because there's a funnel there for a chimney. That door's definitely not original. I don't want to disturb too much. Oh, this is used. It's used by the farmer. Little workshop, so I'm not going to go in there. I don't know, maybe someone's been living in here, who knows? Just shine a torch in. I'm not going to go in because if someone's living here, probably someone homeless. Nah, I'm going to go in. So this looks like a saw, survivalist saw, hammer on the floor. Yeah, it looks like someone's been living here. Definitely. Or a den, first aid box. Massive crowbar. Yeah, someone's been living here, definitely. So you look at the floor, it's actually concrete, which in the other is full of mud. I don't want to stay here too long because obviously someone's here. I'm going to piss them off. Okay, I'm going to go over to the other place now. Wow. Okay, so I've sealed it back up again because someone was obviously maybe living there or homeless or something. There was a shelter up here, I noticed, so I'll have a quick look at that. I mean, you're a little bit off the road, so no one's going to see you, so it's not a bad place to hide out. Could be kids, recent footprints here. So, this is what I saw. So in there was a few survival kits, survivalist saw and a few bits and bobs. What's going on here? See, that looks quite recent. There's a bin bag there, there's a can opener. People just chill out here in the evening. Some lights on the tree. Okay. No idea. What's this? Front of a Land Rover. Yeah. So I think, yeah, they either hang out here, get drunk and have a few bevies in the middle of the fields, who knows. But the path's quite well trodden. There's still some fresh footprints here, so we won't disturb it. Okay guys, so I've just been pulled up by the farmer. He wasn't very happy to start with, but when I explained who I was and what I was doing, we had a good chat about the base. And yeah, so that was pretty much that was pretty much the air raid shelters. He's saying there's more buildings sort of further on, but I'm not going to start venturing on his land, and I'm not going to put the drone up because he's got sheep around. Maybe another day, but I think that'd just be taking the mickey if I start putting the drone up in the air. So yeah, that's RAF Honeybourne. This is the back end of the field, the back end. So I'm going to take you up now to where the industrial estate is, and then hopefully we can look at some of the old buildings there. Okay, talk to you in a bit. Right guys, so I must apologise, I've got my camera in my hand because the battery on my gimbal is flat. So right, so I'm on Honeybourne Airfield Industrial Estate, which basically was the old RAF base at Honeybourne. So there's a lot of buildings that are new. As you can see, there's a few new buildings. However, there's lots of buildings that aren't so new. And just over there are the old hangars which probably would have had the Wellington bombers in. So there's an old building over here, which I'm probably not going to deck over the fence because I've already been caught today. It's Sunday, so there's not many people around, but so let me just see if I can zoom in on that. Probably not. Yeah, so that's Second World War. Just over there is Honeybourne, and I think, over there somewhere where the air raid shelters were. The place is massive. I mean, the air raid shelters must be over a mile away that I was at earlier. So this is the main aerodrome. This is where possibly the runway was, which was taken up in 1968. There's still loads of buildings. I'm going to take a drive up. I'm going to show you the air. I'm just going to show you the hangars first, and then we'll take a drive up and see what's further up, because it is a big place. So hangars are just over there. That there, I think, was probably old, although it's just been revamped quite a bit. Okay, I'm just going to stop the camera and then I'll put it back on when I get to the shelter. Okay guys, look at this. This hangar is absolutely humongous. So we can see at the top where the sliding doors were. Probably run on hydraulics or electric motor or something, because I can't see anyone actually pulling them to one side. As you can see, it's huge. And there's another one next to it. So the bit in the middle, I think, has just been put on at a later date. I think it's a scrapyard now. Look at that, absolutely huge. I mean, that must be 50 metres across, 40 metres across. And the other one up there is even, yeah, so this one in the middle probably is a later. Amazing. So yeah, that would have held the Wellington bombers more than likely. Okay guys, so sorry for the camera shake, but my gimbal has died. So I'm just in a field at the moment. There was a few mounds I noticed, and I've got one just in front of me there, and I've got one just over there, and they look possibly, so there's the main hangars, they look like some structure of some description. So I think the main airfield, do you know what, couldn't even tell you where the main airfield was, but I'm presuming it was over there somewhere. So yeah, there's a structure here. Which looks interesting. It's probably one of those air raid shelters that we did earlier on, but it's still interesting. There's a white building there. That actually does look like Second World War, just had a slap of paint. Yeah, there is a structure under there. However, I very much doubt you're going to get in there. Ah, there you go. So there's the entrance, and that looks like, yeah, that's a door, overgrown. It's definitely like either an air raid shelter or a gun post. There's another one up here, so we'll have a look at that. Yeah, the place, the industrial estate now, has just got all kinds of stuff on here. It's scrap yard, builder's yard, it's got a gym, there's a cafe here, all kinds of stuff really. Typical industrial estate. Sunday, very quiet, that's good for me. But it is huge, the place is huge. I mean, like I said, the air raid shelters that we went to earlier on were It must have been a good mile away from here. So you would have had the planes probably scattered all over the airfield. Easy to stop any bombs coming and sort of blowing them all up in one place. Okay. I mean, everywhere you look, all the fields, I've just been past the field now, and there's just old buildings. You know, it's just, oh my god, there's a massive, what is that over there? We've got to check that place out. It's definitely a huge bunker of some description. It's really weird because I've worked at RAF bases when I was in the army. Brize Norton, High Wycombe, like I said, Innsworth, and there's so many remnants of the Second World War. Like, this is definitely a bunker of some description. Just on top of it here. We're on top of it now. Aha! And there's the entrance. So I'm hoping. Do you know what I didn't bring with me? I didn't bring my lamp with me. Bit stupid. Oh, it's a nice day today. It was chilly earlier on. I've still got the sniffles. We have the jacket on. -2, but it's 14 degrees, so it's quite pleasant. So here's, yeah, so, oh, I can't believe I didn't bring my lamp. Let's see what we can see. Ah, so this wall here is obviously for the bombs, so a blast area. So this is the main door, and some massive cow bones down there. I can't really see in here, but yeah, it looks like there's 2 parts to it. So there's a wall there. Can you go around here? It's blocked off. Ben, you're an idiot. There are bones everywhere in here. Cow bones. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, it looks like there's 2 parts to this, because it's bigger on the roof than it is. So I reckon there's another door around the other side. So yes, let's have a look. That's it from the outside. See how thick the concrete is. He certainly made them to last then. Yeah, see how big this is compared to the inside. So I'm guessing there's possibly another door, which there is. So under that undergrowth there, there's another door, which would pretty much mirror. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see that just in there. Right, so to the next building. I'll just turn the camera off, guys, because it's a bit of a walk. I don't want you walking with me for miles and miles and watching miles and miles of footage of me just walking across fields. So we're going up to another, just seems to be masses. I'm just wondering, the fact that there's lots of air raid shelters, I don't know if they were kind of preempting the fact that they were going to get bombed, or they were actually bombed and then thought, do you know what, we better build some more air raid shelters. Yeah, so this is the same air raid shelter as we went into earlier. That dome effect. I think the door's around the other side. Let's have a look. Wow. Yeah, same structure. And honestly, as I'm just walking past this now, there's another mound just here. That's another shelter. Here we are. So yeah, it's identical to the other shelters. The door's around the other side. But we have got an escape hatch at the top. So there you go. Hello! Yeah, it's blocked off. I'm going to drop my camera and I'll have to get a magnet or something to get it back. And I think there's another one just here through the trees. Actually, there's another one here as well. So I think every bit of everywhere that's overgrown. Yep, there's another one there. Guys, if you ever get to Honeybourne, which is in the Midlands, just near Evesham, it's an industrial estate. You're allowed on here. Probably not allowed on this field, but you are allowed on. Just take a drive through it, because you're just going back to 1940s. Literally. So here's another one. As you can see, bog standard build. There's another one there as well, but that's really overgrown, so we won't go there. Oh, so this is the end. Yeah, the entrance is just too overgrown to actually get in there. Okay, I'll knock the camera off for a minute and then go to the next. Okay, so it's a bit of a larger structure we're coming to now. It does look well fortified. No idea what it could have been, but it's could be one of the larger bunkers for maybe air raids, planning the air raids, or planning sorties of some description. It's now a builder's yard, as you can see. Possibly a lookout tower there. There's a chimney up there, so it would have had some heating. So it would have been a more permanent, as in a more permanent place for people to be if they kept it warm. Looks like, yeah, I was going to say, is that a place for a rifle or machine gun or something, but probably not. So this would have been one of the entrances that's blocked up. It's got some breeze bricks in there. It's another, yet another, I'm not going to do any more air raid shelters on the site because they're all pretty much the same, but there's one more here. So pretty much every mound in this field is an air raid shelter. Quite a lovely day today, Sunday. So yeah, it's another entrance in. So I'll turn the camera off again and walk up a bit further. Right guys, so the building, the big building I was just showing you from the outside, I've actually found the way in, but there's a guy just over here, so I'm going to be very quiet. Okay, don't know what's in here. Just old tyres. Yeah, so this might have been the main sort of command centre when the bombing was going on. Just old tyres in here at the moment. So I think that might have been the door that was blocked up, although I think there's another wall on the other side. So yeah, got to be very quiet. Yeah, this definitely was a kind of the main command suite or centre. A few holes in the roof. It's massive. It's actually bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside. TARDIS. Oh my god, it goes. Okay, which way do you go? This is huge room here. It's probably original door frame still there. Original paintwork more than likely. Can hear voices. Not ghostly voices, just voices outside. Hello? If anyone watches Moxley, I shouldn't knock him because I do enjoy what he does. Everywhere he goes, hello, hello, you hear anything? Everywhere's haunted. It's a dead end there. Okay, so just through these windows here is where I was in the field. So that's the air edge, that's where I was earlier on. Could have come in here, couldn't I, if I'd noticed? Right, good. Back up corridor. Shit. My God, this is amazing. I've been in there. I don't know if there's any writing on the wall. Sometimes it'll have office or something. You see all the brackets for all the oh shit. Someone's down there. Gotta be quiet. Door's blocked off. What's this? Not sure I've been in there. The place is absolutely. There you go, guys, the old lock. Second World War. Come back and get some photographs in a bit. So I've seen it all. Wow. So you've got these look like I don't know. I'd like to say where you put your rifle and stuff, but I couldn't tell you. Possibly. An amazing place. Massive. It's absolutely huge. It's one of them places. I've just been there. Right guys, I'm just going to turn the camera off because I'm going to get some pictures. Right guys, so I've just taken a few pictures. See how dark it is in it. Look down there. If I turn my light off, I can. There you go, it's pitch black. Anyway, better get out of here because there are people around. I'm just going to turn the camera off while I climb over a few things. Okay guys, this is the industrial estate, as I said. It's been an amazing building, which you've just seen. So what I'm going to do now, because I couldn't get the drones over the other bit of the airfield where the sheep were, I'm going to try and get the drone up here, just give you an overall view of the actual base itself. Yeah, so anyway, listen, thanks for watching the video. Hope you watched it all the way through, and I hope you subscribe. Please subscribe and hit the notification button and the like button, and please leave a comment. If it's negative, that's great. I don't mind, it's not a problem. It's my third video only, so if you think I can add more content or do something different, then please add it. Yeah, so thanks for watching.